Guys, what's up? It's me, Abster, and it has been a while since I've done a stream, so it's good to see you all. I'm not gonna stay on here very long, so maybe some people will come in. I don't know. I haven't been on here in a long time, so sometimes whenever you go on a hiatus like that, people don't, you know, flock to your streams, obviously. Especially when you're as boring as me. Not. I'm the most entertaining streamer. Mwah. I'm just messing around. This shirt is so pretty. It's got some wrinkles in it. You can't really see, but in the... Whew, that is bright. I guess you can see in the light. I was going to turn it around and freaking show you in the mirror, but it's... Isn't this so pretty? Well, this is my bra, but this shirt is real glittery like the bra. I'm going to keep that on there, actually. Okay. And then, if you... I'm going to show you my mirror so you can see. Look at the back of it. How it sparkles. Isn't that pretty? I just gotta... It's been in my bag so long that it's got some wrinkles in it, but isn't that so pretty? Four people already. What's up, guys? It is I, Abster. Yeah, but I know, I mean, that shirt, I didn't think I'd be able to get the sparkle on it. I want to see that again in the light here. Yeah, you can see how it sparkles. I'm talking about the shirt, not just my bra strap. But I haven't worn this in public yet. In fact, when I put it on for the stream, I actually bought a white tank top to go underneath it. And then whenever I put the tank top on, with this shirt over it, it's like, nah, it looks a lot better with no tank top on, you know what I mean? So, sorry, my hair's a mess. Anybody know what happened to Milton John? Is Milton John in jail? We got 10 people. What's up? What's up? Because he always posts and whatnot, and then you type his name in, and there's a page that has uploaded a snippet of one of Noodle's streams, and they're talking about how it's just Noodles saying like, oh, John's not going to be here, he got in trouble with the police and is being expedited up to like fucking Portland, Oregon or Sherwood or whatever. And the thing is, when I type in Milton John's full real name, he's not in Portland, so I don't know what jail he's in, or I really haven't looked. I mean, I'm sure I could find it. I just probably need to check whatever county he was last in, but I guarantee you his ass finally got caught up with. See, I warned him about that. Stop drinking and driving. Stop walking around with fucking alcohol out in public. His last few streams, especially on this Lady Wayne page, he was just going in such a bad place, and he has gang stalkers on him too. Like, my gang folk have stopped, or at least stopped letting me know they're there. But they're there, you know. Or maybe I just haven't been looking. I don't know. I know that just sounds crazy to the 14 viewers, but it's not. It's not crazy. It's a very real thing. And the reason I mention it is because he had been talking about it for so long, and I thought, oh, dude, if you only knew, like. But yeah, God, that's so pretty. Now if I go out in the sun like this, oh my God, especially on my little scooter, I'll have a million dudes looking at me, which I don't like. So, I may be bold enough to wear it, I don't know. But yeah, I told him, I tried to warn that poor old boy 100 times. I said, John, if you don't quit fucking drinking and driving, you're gonna end up in jail. And I bet you he did. I bet you that snippet I saw on, is it a guy named Evil Knievel? Is that it? I don't know. But if you type in Milton John, you'll see it. And again, it's a snippet of one of Noodle's streams, or Noodle was talking to somebody in the panel. I don't know. It doesn't specify. But he basically talks about how Milton's gone for a long time. Milton's going away for a while, and Milton hasn't been back. And Milton, you know, he watches everything, so he saw that. You know he did. But no, I legit think he's in jail. I think the drinking and driving got caught up with him. And if that's the case, then he lost his home. He lost everything. He lost his truck. And I don't know who was funding him or how he was funding himself. I know he was prostituting some, but it's just weird, ain't it? Hello, there's 14 people in here. Okay, this is why I don't come on much anymore, because I have 14 people watching me and not a single person has anything to say. Do you know how weird that is? Well, anyway, I really never needed a chat to entertain people, or, I just come on here and because I care about my viewers. Hi, Lori. I've been doing great. Thank you for asking. Finally, a decent person. But, in continuation of what I was talking about, other than what I've already said, if he is in jail, it's definitely for drinking and driving or public, intoxication. If it was public intoxication and he wasn't in his car, because I remember in his last few streams leading up to him being totally gone, he was skipping around town, acting real crazy. He had that real dark foundation on that's like for an African American person. He literally was putting on blackface. And being homeless, not showering, stuff like that, people aren't going to mistake that. If a cop sees that, he's a sitting duck to be, talked to. And then I don't think Milton likes any type of authority. He's not like me. He hates cops. He doesn't want to be a cop. He's never respected law enforcement. And a lot of people, when they have one bad run-in with the law, or if you're like me, multiple. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. You still, you have to take accountability for, hey, this is my fault. This is my fault. It's my fuck up, so, but I've always been very, very cooperative and nice. Hi, Berg Show. I think so. Dixie Babe, I'm good. Thank you for asking. I hope you're well. But think about this. If he is in jail, I do think he's in jail for sure. But when I type in his full name, he's not in no Portland jail. He's not in no Sherwood, Oregon. He's not in that county jail. So I haven't bothered to look to see what the last county I saw him in was. I think he was in Texas. Hey, Randall, what's up? Good to see you, darling. Randall's somebody, again, I deeply respect. He totally changed his life around, and I'm very proud of him. Gig! How you doing, buddy? But, yeah, anyway, let's talk about that. Okay, Milton would never, ever drive back to Portland. Never in a million years. Never. So that I know is false. Now, if he had a warrant or some kind of problems up there and got busted down in Texas or wherever the fuck he was, if it was bad enough, and even a lot of misdemeanors depending on the state, they will ship your ass back up there. Absolutely. But if that's the case, then I want to know where Noodles got that information, because Noodles and Milton John don't talk. Noodles, no. So, I mean, no offense, Noodles, I love you to death, but you'll believe something like retarded ass John Camillo. So that's not very, a person that lies out their ass, out there through their teeth, dude. I can't stand that shit. Hatbergs, that's a good question, John. What's up? Well, let's just come to a consensus here that John is in jail, okay? And that's pretty obvious, or he would be back. He's not on no hiatus. But think about it this way. Now that we've all come to the consensus that he is in jail, he most definitely lost his car, which was his home, which had everything he owned, unless he was smart enough, like Marcus, to have a storage unit, which he isn't, which he could clearly afford one. They're very cheap. He didn't need a big one either, because he's able to afford 40s and cigarettes and this, that, and the other, you know. And I think his parents, his father was helping fund some of that, and his mother, but most of it I think was being gained through prostitution. I know a good, not most of it. Other than if I say most of it's family help, I'm gonna say 50-50. 50-50 on the family, 50-50 on the prostituting. Seriously. And I know that for a fact. I know he's a real prostitute. I never believed that, but he is. He definitely is. He could be in jail for that. Let's go back to what I was saying earlier. He was in his streams before he just disappeared, and he didn't say he was leaving. He usually does. He say, I can't take it here anymore. I'm going on hiatus. He stole that shit from Anderson, by the way. He didn't say that. He got really bad. He hasn't gotten better, guys, in his homelessness. My heart goes out to him. Jail is a horrible place to be in, especially if you're withdrawing. I've seen people in there that have died from alcohol withdrawal. And he's a full-blown alcoholic, but you cannot be homeless and sit and say things on your streams like, ha ha ha, I'm drinking and driving, ha ha ha. You can't do that shit. I told him, you're gonna get busted, dude. You're gonna get busted. And I drive an electric scooter all around town. It's fucking ridiculous. But he is, what, over a decade older? Well over yeah, he's over a decade older than me. Yeah, he is. He should have better sense. That man ain't retarded. That woman, excuse me. So that's a good question about the money. Head and shoulders. And he's not like Anderson Henderson, where he'll pretend like he's in jail, or when somebody come out with a video like that, and he'll go along with it and then come back and try to say he was. No, Milton don't do that. Milton don't play scammy shit like that. If he's really in jail and somebody makes a video about him, or if he's really not, then he'll come out and blast their ass. He's pretty truthful overall. But the poor old boy has just been spiraling. And what bothers me the most about it is how much I tried to warn him. And because I'm such an evil person, right? I'm so fucking evil. But what hurts me about it is he lost his truck. Because if he's in jail, that truck's gone. Do you know how long Milton Johns had that truck? Milton Johns had that truck for over 10 years. I know that for fact. That was his home. That had everything in it. And after he gets out, not only is he gonna he's probably gonna be on some type of probation for one, depending on the offense and how many times and I know he has prior convictions with violence. For hitting his mother, I believe. Don't hold me to that, but I think with that. I do know he has prior convictions, but the people that have been watching him, this is going back to the gang stalker stuff, dude, you can't claim to be a TI and then do shit like that in public, because they'll knock your ass down. They can show, oh God, I ain't even going into the shit I've been through. No, you can't, Birds. Technically, you can't even sit in your own car in your driveway and drink a beer if the keys are in ignition. That's exactly right. They can get you for DUI with that, for that. Even if you're not even if you have the damn keys out of the car and you're in the passenger seat. You're just chilling outside your house. I've seen people get DUIs for doing that. But the thing about Milton John is he doesn't like authority. He's not like me. Okay, he doesn't have he's definitely not a badge bunny, and he doesn't want to be a cop. I mean, at fucking 12, I wanted to be a criminal defense lawyer. So I also don't think he's the type to learn from his mistakes because of how angry he gets at the system, at everybody. I mean, this is a person that pushes communism. Yeah, that kind of says it all, don't it? But yeah, I'm going to go back to my last point here, and then we're going to move on from that. When he gets out, what is he going to do, guys? Because that truck's going to be, depending on how long he's in there. Because when a car gets towed and it's registered in your name, even if you have money or tell a family member to go get it, they can't go get it. Unless their name's on that title, can they? I don't think so. I think the person who owns the vehicle has to come cash in hand or ready to pay all that. Yeah, up front. And do you know how much fucking tow companies charge a day? You have no idea how much they charge. It's $50, $60 a day. And it goes up from there. So if he's in jail for, let's say, 30 days. Because the government's, I doubt he was smart enough to get an attorney. I've always been smart enough to do that. I doubt he probably is one of those people that'd be like I won't say sovereign citizen. He's not that bad. But one of the people that want to represent themselves in court ain't even smart enough to get a court-appointed lawyer, And if he does, he's not going to end up, fucking... I don't know. I just feel like he'll argue with the judge. I feel like jail would be good for him, though, in a few different ways. Because, and here's how. I've been in jail. I know what jail's like. So he'll get in there, and he will have a lot of time to think about the situation he's in. And then I hope to God that he reflects on his mistakes and thinks to himself, like I did, God, I never want to be in this predicament again. So how am I going to change when I get out? But knowing him, he won't. He'll just... It'll go in one ear and out the other. One ear and out the other. And when he gets back out, he'll be mad at the world like he always has been. And he'll fucking go back to his old ways. But here's the thing. He's not going to have that car to go back to. Because he's not going to have $3,000-$4,000 to get it out, depending on how long he fucking stays. Now, if they found open alcohol containers and shit, or drugs, they could have seized that car for evidence. I wonder if they let him take any of his personal belongings, or even gave him the chance to say, hey, you know, since this is your car and you live in this, because it's very obvious, it's very apparent to any cop going around Milton John. Assuming he was in his vehicle when he got locked up and he wasn't galloping down the street going, I got my 40, like a retard. This is a 42-year-old man. Get my water here, hold on. Because when he was arrested and he wasn't in his vehicle, then he probably got a lesser charge, but his vehicle was obviously found. The law would, you know, then confiscate that or tow that when they found out the registered owner of it is in jail, and he'd lose all his possessions. But if that wasn't the case, and he did get a DUI, I wonder if the cops were patient enough with him to say, hey, bud, we see your predicament. Depending on how he fucking acts, man. Cops are people that are going to treat you the way you treat them. Most of them. If they allowed him to if they said, hey, bud, you know, what are the most prized possessions you have? You can't keep all this shit in, you know, the personal storage room there. They don't let you take a lot. But like a wallet, keys, stuff like that. You know, cell phone, stuff like that. Or maybe some clothes, so he could have, you know, I don't know, but I really hope, I know he's in, I'm fairly certain, I'm like 90% certain he's in jail. I think he got, and I know what it's from. He got fucking busted for drinking and driving or in public intoxication, and I highly doubt that he was nice to the cops, so that makes things 100 times worse. He doesn't like any kind of authority, and never has. He's always been mad at the world. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I have lost a lot of weight from not being able to afford to eat much. You're absolutely right. Better than the alternative, I guess. And the one person that helped me with that last video, I paid him back double. How you like that? Paid him back double, not even like 2 days later. His family won't bail him out. Wait, Geg, what are you saying? He got arrested on the Vegas Valley audit channel for trespassing. Trespassing where, Geg? He's never been the type to, from a store, but he's not a thief or anything, probably for loitering. That's why he got trespassed. I'm trying to keep up. Let's see. Thank you, Lasby. I hear Burgers is his next to kin. I don't know. It's just, anyway, moving on. Anybody got anything else to say? Because not in regards to him. Thought I'd just come on here and kind of say hey and let you guys know I still care about you. And, hey, Carolyn. Well, thank you, Geg. I definitely will. Might even put some money on his books, alright, to the old boy. Do you know the charges, Geg? A simple trespassing charge. Hell, he won't be in there long. But what the fuck's he gonna do now that his car is gone? Hope he has the money to get it out. Watch. He'll get out if that's the case. Clark County. I don't know what that is. What's that? Clark County what? Las Vegas, Clark County, Nevada jail. Yes, that poor old boy should have never went nowhere like that. Stupid. God, stupid. Sad. It's very sad. Well, I don't really have much else to say, so I'm gonna get off. Like I said, I'm just kind of checking in, and I hope you guys have a good night. And yeah, Abster over and out.